I hate it when this happens. You've done your personal warm-ups and you don your chorus travel outfit and you head down to one of the ballrooms where once again hugs are shared and everybody's so excited about the events of today and supporting quartets and all of that stuff. So the quartet contest is long, but it's very exciting, and you're so delighted with the outcome. It's an awesome experience. This, by the way, is a perfect opportunity for you to go down front when the contest is over and go walk down to the stage, maybe into the judging pit if that's allowed, and then turn around to take a look at the auditorium to see what you'll see when the curtain opens for your chorus performance. It's really a great way to get your arms around what that's going to look like if you haven't been on that stage. You head back to the hotel, you get ready for bed. Oh, here's where I was supposed to be. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing again. I'm losing it, you guys. I'm too old for this.
You're trying to get fired. Stop that.
I know. So I threw this picture in because Nancy's in one quartet and I'm in the other. So that was supposed to be Friday contest. Okay. So now it's Oh Goody breakfast day. Nancy, take it before I ruin anything else.
All right. Great day. Starting with breakfast, those yummy, rubbery scrambled eggs and that moist toast. But you're really having a lot of fun and a lively time with your chorus friends. And be sure to hydrate every chance you get. So let's all take a drink. Stay hydrated all day long. You share your love and anticipation with each other. And as you move into your rehearsal room, you focus. You get your air moving. You wake up your body. You own the message of your two contest songs. You turn on your face, you turn on your body, and you connect with the energy that's flowing upwards from the earth. You share that energy with your riser buddies, funneling it through your director, and then releasing it beyond the bounds of the rehearsal room walls. It's so unifying. You've rehearsed and prepared well on your journey to Spokane. You have vocalized regularly. You've performed your songs in front of the mirror at home many times. And you've performed with characterization at each and every chorus rehearsal. I'm going to say that one again. You've performed with characterization at each and every chorus rehearsal. So it's time to go back to your room where you've cleverly planned ahead. Now, one of our handouts that we have for you is how to select the perfect roommate. This is a copyrighted article written by a couple of sweet Adelines. It has some wonderful information in it because having the right roommate makes your whole contest weekend experience so much more enjoyable. So you might even have to do some interviewing of potential roommates just to make sure you find the right match. I have to say that after 51 years of doing this, my best roommate is my husband. I don't have to share my mirror or the shower or any of that kind of stuff. It's all worked out. He never messes with my makeup or my costume. So it works out just great. So be sure that you're planning with your roommate. You've got a shower schedule. You've talked about sharing mirrors and your space. Maybe even bring your own mirror so that you don't have to worry about that. You've got the extension cord and the power strip. So everybody's got all their curling irons and dryers all plugged in without any problem at all. With the extension cord, you can move into any space that you have in your room to do your makeup. You're going to be careful with your costume and your accessories. In fact, that's the first thing I do when I unpack is I make sure I have all my costumes, including shoes, both of them, and earrings. Okay, so now that you've got that everything all laid out, you're ready to go. You're going to do some relaxation techniques. Maybe you like to do some yoga or stretching, some Tai Chi, transcendental meditation, or just humming. I'm a hummer. I hum in the shower. I hum as I'm putting on my makeup. the whole time I'm humming. So whatever it is for you that will keep you focused with lots of good deep breathing. All right. You practice your positive self-talk and you share your positive affirmations in a totally positive zone in your room. And that's one of the things you want to talk to your roommates about, is that things are going to happen. They're not going to go as planned, but you want to flip it and make it as positive as possible. So everything is, we've got this. We're ready, all through your preparation. All right. So you gather your items needed in your Ziploc bag, and you want to remember not to leave anything of value in your hotel room, and leave that tip for the maid. And then include in that little Ziploc bag some healthy snacks to have through the day. So I want to talk just a minute about what you eat while you're in Spokane. It can be fun to go to different restaurants and have different types of food, but your body is your instrument, and you don't want to take in anything that might be irritating to your instrument. So maybe not spicy food this weekend, or anything that might affect you. Okay. So then after breakfast, you're ready for rehearsal, and you've got your rehearsal done. So you start your makeup and finish with your hair and your costume. All right. Back to you, Sue.
All right. So you get the makeup done, you get your foundation on, the lashes if you wear them. Make sure you know what you're going to do with your hair for sure. And keep an eye on the clock to make sure you're fitting into that traffic pattern. But before you head off to your makeup checker, take time to do some relaxing. You know how it gets. You get into this routine and you get all frantic, and you want to make sure that you're not stepping on anyone else's toes or getting in anybody else's way. So take a few moments. We have 3 sheets of breathing exercises for you to do today. And if you'd like to do it now, you can. Even Deb Haller, who is on the treadmill, I see. This first exercise is just simply breathing to the count of 3. So take a moment right now and inhale deeply through the nose while slowly counting to 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold at the top of the inhale while slowly counting to 3. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the mouth while slowly counting to 3. 1, 2, 3, and then hold at the exhale while slowly counting to 3. 1, 2, 3. So I can see myself doing this when I'm walking down the hallway, when I'm standing in front of the mirror, any number of methods and times that will be given to you to do these kinds of exercises if you just plant them in your brain. And you might even want to have this handout handy with you so you can remember what you're doing. Another really good one is to lie down with your back flat on the floor like this beautiful woman on the beach has in the clean air. So this one is you lie down and you make sure that your back is touching the floor. So you kind of push your back into the floor so it's connected to the floor. You put your arms at your side and your feet on the ground with your knees up, so just like she's doing. Inhale deeply through the nose or mouth, slowly counting to 4 this time. Imagine your back growing longer and wider as you are on the floor, and then exhale through the nose or mouth, counting again to 4, maintaining the sense of expansion you have achieved in your inhale. This is a really good exercise for preparing to sing, because you can feel how your intercostals are working, you can feel how your lungs are working, and you can feel that back expansion, which is really important. If you can do that 3 times, it would be great if everybody in your room could do this. It would be awesome, because then it's a quiet time. Okay, the third one is, and you're going to love this one because you've done it before, it's a straw. Straw breathing is so important. So the idea of it is that you want to make your mouth, if you don't have a straw, make your mouth the size of a straw and inhale through the mouth as if you were inhaling through a straw for, again, 4 slow counts. You maintain that same straw space in the mouth, immediately beginning to exhale through the straw. I can't talk this morning, sorry, for 4 slow counts. Keep repeating the cycle for 3 cycles of 4 counts of inhale and 4 counts of exhale. And once this exercise feels comfortable, try gradually increasing the inhale and exhale counts from 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 and to 12. And imagine what that can do for breath support. Oh my goodness, it's not just a relaxing exercise, but it's something that can help you achieve increased breath support for singing. Keep in mind, with each increase of the counts, the straw space in the mouth must become narrower so that the constricted space works the abdominal muscles gently. Okay, feeling relaxed and confident and ready to see the makeup checker. This really goes well because you're practiced with your makeup several times prior to today, right? You've done this many times, right? You know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what happens when you change from you to the performer. That's me.
Oh, she's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, cute. I love the attitude change.
I know.
That's my favorite part.
Favorite.
She doesn't even look like the same person.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, cute.
Was that fun or what? I love that so much.
Oh, absolutely. That's awesome.
That was members of Milltown Sound who are from Region 31, the UK.
What a transformation. And so you become your beautiful stage self.
And as
That's
you noticed,
fabulous.
Nancy, when you were saying that, not only did they look so different, but their attitude completely changed. It was so
Totally.
fabulous. Talk about transitions.
And the joy. Did
Yeah.
you notice the joy that came out as
Yeah.
they made that transformation, and just like they're ready for this stage? So awesome. So awesome. I wanted to make a comment about those breathing exercises. I usually, the first night in Spokane, I can't sleep. And what I have found is if I do one of these breathing exercises when laying in bed, that relaxes me enough that I can actually sleep that first night. So these are good for other things.
Great advice.
And if you have a roommate and you're doing them together, that keeps you from continuing to jabber. Have you ever had a roommate? Lights are out, we're going to go to sleep.
Yeah,
and
right.
It's quiet for about a minute and then the chatter starts again. Well, if you do the breathing exercises together, you'll fall asleep.
I have to tell you this one quick thing. When I was in quartet with Carol Kirkpatrick, we would all get quiet in the room and all of a sudden she'd go, dur, 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 and it would all start over again.
Too funny, too funny. Well, have you ever been on stage and you felt like you were the only person singing? Have you been there? Anybody? Yeah. I remember my first contest, we walked off stage and I turned around and I said, did we sing both songs? It just went so fast. So I want to talk just a little bit about the adrenaline rush that we get and how it affects us. The effects of the sympathetic nervous system on singers as we head into performances. I've identified a few things that performers have issues with, and I think we can talk about what the excess adrenaline or the other stress hormones are in the system. So those unfamiliar performance acoustics, the feeling that you're singing alone, because in fact what's happening is there's a narrowing of the perception in a classic stress response. It's normal. You're not strange, you're normal. You in effect reduce your awareness of others as you remove them from the mutual feedback loop you usually experience. And all the things that you've practiced anchoring in rehearsal, they seem to fade away. So the key is to sing like you've always rehearsed for months. And a couple of rehearsal techniques that I've stolen from some of my friends is take your chorus or your quartet outside and sing in the open air. That might give you that same feeling as we get sometimes on the stage. Or Teresa McCafferty told us about Girls in the Hood night, where everybody wears a top that has a hoodie on it. And at some point in the rehearsal, everybody puts their hood up and it blocks some of the sound from the rest of the chorus. So you get that feel of what it might sound like if that happens to you on stage. You can also number off 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and the director can say, okay, this time through, everybody's doing the physical performance, but only ones are singing. And then you do it again, and only twos are singing. And that gives you that sense of what might happen on stage if you feel like you can't hear. And so when it happens on stage, you go, I got this. I've practiced this already. No big deal. All right. Sometimes with adrenaline rush, you get that sense of tempo that's hooked into your biorhythms. So it's reasonably common to notice that your chorus rushes ahead in performance at a tempo noticeably faster than what you've rehearsed. I don't know, Paula, has that ever happened? Candy, has that ever happened? Yeah, okay. Jerry, ever happened? Yeah, okay. Yeah. And sometimes the whole ensemble dashes off together, and sometimes just a few individuals lose their rhythmic grounding, leading to problems with synchronization. So the key is to stay with the unit and focus on the director. And during rehearsal, you need to practice that, staying focused on the director. The director is going to do the same thing they always do, because they also are performing during rehearsal. And so just focus on the director. You'll get the cues to stay in sync. And as long as you and the director are in sync, the whole chorus is going to be in sync. You're going to love it. Now, some people find that a small dose of adrenaline gives them access to a much larger, more resonant voice than they typically have in rehearsals. And that happened to me once. I walked off stage. It was a quartet experience. I walked off stage and Ryan met us on the other side of the stage, and I said, somebody else's voice was coming out of my mouth. And he said, what? I said, it wasn't my voice. It was somebody else. And I kept trying to figure out who it was. So obviously I wasn't very focused for that performance. But it sometimes can be a very pleasurable feeling, and you feel like you rule the world. However, more often than not, you experience a shortness of breath. And so it's important that you focus the whole time on your deep, relaxed, full breaths every time. Even your personal breaths, your snake breaths, need to be that full, relaxed breath so that you can stay in control of your instrument. You're likely going to feel a pressure to do a good performance, and that's what we want, don't we? We want to walk off the stage and say, that was fun, I did everything I had planned. But it's so little time to do that. We just get one chance. So we sometimes get a bigger slurp of adrenaline into our bloodstream So knowing that in advance is important, and knowing how to deal with that. All the research that I've done, the many articles that I've read, every one of them say perform a lot and perform in different venues. And that will help you as you go on stage to stay in control with your deep, relaxed breath, focused on the director, in sync, and having a great performance. The fight or flight response is also responsible for bringing us into a state of peak performance. And we don't want to dampen this response, because it can make an awesome performance. So we just need to moderate it so that we can have the benefit of the stimulus without the loss of control. Loss of control. All right. So it's helpful to do your regular routine, whatever your chorus or quartet process is. So going through the traffic pattern or backstage, if you normally hold hands right before you perform, or place your hands on each other's shoulders, or any type of calming, or maybe it's an energy exercise activity where you get your energy going and then you share that energy with each other or with yourself. So be sure that you continue to take those deep, relaxed breaths. I've heard some singers say that they use beta blockers for their onstage performance, and I personally never felt the need to do that, but I would give you some cautions. Be sure to discuss that with your doctor before you use it, especially if you're on any other type of medication. Do not drink alcohol if you're taking beta blockers. You may need just a portion of a tablet. You may not need the whole thing. And don't let your onstage performance be the first time you try a beta blocker. Try it. Different strengths. How does it affect you? Maybe you just need a sliver just to take the edge off so that you can continue to control your breath.
Can I just interject here? And
please.
That is the key thing, what you just said, was control your breath. Because what I have experienced is that breath support is the biggest deal. And if you can breathe, you can sing. Hey, how about that? So sometimes beta blockers can help you just get that relaxed breath going. And I guess that's all I wanted to tell you. It's more about the breathing thing.
Now, what I like to use is a product called Air, and it's just a little saline solution that opens up the airways a little bit. It's for nasal congestion, and there's no medication in it. It's just
awesome.
A saline gel, but it's like just opens up everything, and especially right now with all the smoke that we have in the air. Yeah. This is a morning and an evening product that I use, but I also use it right before I go on stage. It takes the tiniest little bit, and you just insert it right inside of the nostrils, and it just opens up all of your airways. It's called Air, AYR. You can get it in any Walgreens, what Albertsons.
We used to call drugstores.
Yeah, those things. All right. So it's time to put on your costume and meet your sisters in the traffic pattern. Remember, those elevators are slow. Be sure to plan time ahead to get there. And as you join your chorus friends, continue to breathe deeply, hydrate every chance you get. You get into your riser or your standing position, and you're sending love out to your chorus mates quietly, non-verbally, fully aware of the energy that comes up through the ground and in through your feet and up through your body. You listen and watch your director as she gives any last-minute instructions or reminders. No need to talk. You're focused. You're visualizing your stage performance. You look around and see how beautiful your sisters in harmony are. They look fabulous. Any questions or concerns are taken care of and addressed. And as you walk from that third floor connector to the rehearsal and the prep rooms, you're focused on the performance opportunity in front of you. You're breathing slowly and deeply. Now you're excited. You're prepared. You're on the way to the stage for the performance of a lifetime.
That was really quick.
Well, that was fun. Yeah, it goes really fast.
But it was so funny because they're bringing shells and they're bringing mermaid outfits and they're bringing boxes of wine. That looked really fun to me. Anyway,
Well, as strange as that felt to us, imagine what civilians feel like as they see us trooping through the hotel and all of that.
The touching parts to me were like when they were holding hands, when they're listening
attentively
to their director backstage and getting ready for that performance, and everybody's kind of feeling like they're all together. It really is heartwarming to see that.
Oh my gosh.
And it made me miss it so much. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely. I'm tearing up just thinking about it.
I know.
But that's all right. We will be there again. It will be even more spectacular because now we know what we're missing, right?
Right,
Yes.
right. So what did the judges say? And I can only say what one judge would say, and that's going to be showmanship. So let's see. Your performance is complete. You know you did your very best. That's the big deal. You await the results with confidence. And let's take a look at the showmanship score sheet. This is going to be the fastest look at showmanship that you've ever seen in your life. Okay?
Yeah, we got 10 minutes.
Ready to listen really quickly. I'm going to go through the sheet. Top, middle, bottom, and just give you some highlights. So these are not necessarily in order of importance, but I want you to understand that the showmanship score sheet is split into 0 to 70 points for performance, which is what you actually do on the stage, and 0 to 30 points for preparation, which is on the other side of the sheet. The highlights are vocal skills, which appear in one form or another on every category score sheet. It may be worded a little different, but that doesn't matter. Energy is another one that appears. Unity is another one that appears. And posture shows up on the sound sheet as well as the showmanship sheet. Say that 5 times fast. I want to take just a minute to go through these. So let's take it the top first. Okay, so this is what is known as the International Division score sheet. And the reason it's called that is because this is the score sheet that's used when you enter the International Division at regional, when you're in the semifinals and finals at international. No, when you're in the semifinals at international, whether you're a quartet or a chorus. So you'll notice at the top of the sheet, it identifies those with the purple circles. Now let's go down this part of the sheet a little bit. So vocal skills, as I said, on every score sheet. Poise and command, entrance, break, and exit. I'm just talking performance now, are on the showmanship score sheet only. Characterization, physical expression, in case you don't know what that is, and a lot of people are confused by that, that's actually natural body movement. So it's not anything extra that you do. It's something that you do naturally. It's your level of comfort. So it kind of goes hand in hand with poise and command in a way. Choreography on that side, on the left side of the sheet, is choreography as performed. Unity, all the stuff on this left side of the sheet have to do with in the moment. Are you unified? Do you have rapport with the audience? What's your pitch pipe technique like? And let me talk about that for just a second, because it's so different from quartet to chorus. With quartet, it's often more noticeable. I went to other chorus rehearsal the other night that was at, was it Scottsdale that I went to? I can't remember. Anyway, Sandy Wright was doing a class, and it was so interesting because she has a real thing about putting your pitch pipe in your bra. She hates to see quartets that have to dig to get the pitch pipe out of their bra. So just a word to the wise. The other thing, one of the things that I think is unnecessary is if in chorus you have one of those electronic pitch pipes, it's not necessary to hold them up in the air. In fact, I find it to be a distraction, because why are those people holding their hands up? That doesn't make any sense. I haven't started singing yet. It can be heard. Believe me, it can be heard if you don't hold it up there. So just take away that distraction. The other thing about pitch pipe technique is timing. Some of that has to do with whoever is blowing the pitch generally does the timing of getting back into the second song and etc. In a chorus, that's a little bit different because the chorus director is the one in charge of that and gives a signal as to when to blow the pitch for the second song, etc. So that's what that is all about. Posture is self-explanatory, I believe. It has to do with your alignment, but more importantly, it has to do with how well you sing. And if you don't have that down, not only is it a visual distraction, but it is an impediment to your singing. So make sure that your posture is good, your alignment is good. On the right side of the sheet is about preparation. And I consider these to be kind of gimmies. I consider that 30 points to be something you have before the curtain opens. Entrance, break, and exit indicates to me that you've practiced. Costume has to be appropriate for stage and fit appropriately, and all the other things. It depends on what you're doing, of course. If you're doing a piece that is a character piece and you want to dress up in some special costume, that's a whole different deal. Makeup and grooming has to do with, obviously, your makeup and your hair, so that it's not impinging on seeing your face. We want, believe it or not, we want to see your face. And mostly we want to see your eyes and your mouth. And we want to see it in relationship to how well you express the character that you're singing about, the lyric that you're singing about, the story that you're telling. So in order to do that, you need that to be, makeup to be well blended and very nice. We don't want to see a lot of bright blue eyeshadow because I don't care about your eyeshadow. I care about your eyes. Want to see nice, bright red lips. We have tried and tried and tried to get around that forever and ever and ever, and it can't be done. You have to have bright red lips, period. You do not have to wear eyelashes. There are options available these days that would preclude your needing to do that. However, keep in mind that we need to see your eyes, and we need to see them open, and we need to see them expressive. This choreography on this side has to do with the plan. And word of caution to directors and choreographers: if you're doing a backbeat song and you have a downbeat choreographer, I'm just warning you that you're going to run into some issues along the way. So make sure that you understand how the choreography is built to enhance the singing of the song and built to enhance the performance. Creativity is self-explanatory, I believe. I think that creativity is in all of these areas on the right side of the sheet: your costume, your makeup and grooming, your choreography. And next part, here's the performance evaluation. This is the area where the judge comments on the performance in the moment. It's what's happening right now. It's not what happened at the contestant before. It's not a comparison of anything. They don't know what you've done before. We don't know what you did last year or what you're going to do next year. We just know that this is the moment. And how are you performing right now? So what they're going to do, what she's going to do is tell you what you're doing right now. And then she usually will give you some kind of a summary statement toward the end to tell you how you can improve to get to the next level. And generally we try to keep that to like 3 different areas, because more than that would be kind of difficult. Moving right along, at the bottom of the sheet on the showmanship score sheet, you have these 1, 2, 3, 4. That's for quartet contest, and that allows the adjudicator to talk to specific people about different things they may or may not be doing. For example, there might be a posture issue with 1 or 2 people, and you might want to note that there. We also are the only ones who get to speak directly to the director, and oftentimes that has to do with the rapport between the director and the chorus, and or the performance of the director as a performing person, not just someone standing up there waving her hands. This is also shows you the scoring levels, and on the right side you see the boxes where the scores go in. 100 points possible for each song. We do not use the bonus point square anymore. This is just kind of a dated sheet. And then the total score at the bottom, which is always a challenge for me to add 50 and 50. No, I'm just kidding. Well, sometimes. Anyway, so it's time to celebrate now.
Absolutely. And you've had a fabulous day with your dear singing friends, and you're ready to sing some more. So you're going to have a blast at the Afterglow. So I hope we've taken you through the contest day kind of brought back some great memories and feelings of how wonderful it is to be on that stage with your friends, to share your love for each other and your musical product. So we hope that you realize that your on-stage performance begins at your rehearsals at home. And many performance opportunities will enhance your on-stage comfort and execution of the plan. Be sure to pick your roommates that's the best match for you and your routine. Keep yourself and your belongings organized. Remember how slow the elevators are and plan accordingly. Have a schedule. In fact, I like to put my schedule right on the wall next to the closet. You never know who might be near you, so keep your comments about all competitors very positive. They might be standing next to you or in the next stall. Who knows where people might be, so keep your comments on the positive side. Stay hydrated, stay hydrated, stay hydrated. Eat smart, rest, even if you can't sleep. Get your body to rest and understand how adrenaline affects you and what you can do to still give your very best performance. Stay positive and share your love of your music with others, your chorus members, and your audience. So we had one comment that I wanted to share. Now that we're wearing masks, this is a great time to practice smiling with your eyes.
Oh, what a good idea.
Isn't that awesome? So
I'm at the grocery store, and if I am not getting the response I want, I usually say, I'm smiling.
So yeah, you try to get somebody to smile back at you through the mask. I think that's a great one. All right, any questions? Cindy, did we have any? Cindy, you're muted, honey. Cindy, you're muted.
Thank you. I didn't have anybody ask any questions through chat, although someone did raise their hand and I missed who it was. So if there was a question, please fire away now.
I see a comment that says, careful that lashes fit your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
They can actually close your eyes if they're too big for you. That's a great comment. Thank you for that.
I'm seeing that too.
I
so apologize for the technical difficulties. I don't know what happened, but I'm sorry. I know that's annoying. So just forgive me for that.
So what about those who wear glasses? Sue, a comment about people that wear glasses. Is there something different they need to do? Oh, okay. Can you still see eyes through the glasses and the expression?
Yes.
Okay.
As a general rule, that's not an issue at all. It's just not even, I mean, like last year, remember last year? I wore glasses on stage in chorus, I think for the first time. Doesn't mean I wear any less makeup. I did wear the same amount of makeup. I just had glasses on because I really wanted to see.
That's important. If you wear glasses through your rehearsals, then you should wear them on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you're not going to wear them on stage, then don't wear them.
Yeah.
So that so be careful. Oh, the photo gray lenses, those that change color in the bright light.
Right. You know, I remember one time, a long time ago, and I think it was Crescendo Quartet. That's how long ago it's been. And the tenor had something happen to her eye, and she actually wore sunglasses on the stage in the finals, I think, or the semifinals. Do you remember, Sandy? I see you nodding. And we were curious about that, but it didn't make any difference in the long run. I mean, you do what you have to do. You know, it's like if you have a cane or any other thing that you need to get out there, that's not the deal. It's not a distraction at all. I don't think it is to the audience, and it certainly wouldn't be to anybody in the pit. So
great. So Sue, you'll be part of the panel discussion later, right?
Yes.
With the judges. So if you have any other showmanship questions, Sue will be back later with the judging panel at 4:00. So we'll catch them then. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. You've been
so
awesome.
Good to see you.
There is a quick question here that says, the rumor that the weakest member in chorus is the highest score the judges will give. Is that true?
Ooh. Can we
That's
save that?
really bizarre.
Can we save that for
Save that till the
panel?
judges panel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
save that one because that's very interesting. I've
Yeah.
never heard that before.
Yeah.
Kind of, you're only as strong as your weakest link kind of
Oh, I'll write
approach.
that one down.
Thanks, Cindy.
You bet. Well, thank you so much to Sue and Nancy. You've just been wonderful, and there have been all kinds of great points between the